My name is Bob Laloja, and I'm the founder and CEO of Opendock. We have a troubling problem in the supply chain. It's not a new problem. It's been around for a long time, but it's getting a lot of attention recently. And that problem is truck wait times. When trucks have to wait, it causes a whole host of problems for the warehouse as well as for the driver. For the drivers, time is their lifeblood. If they have to wait, it's an income killer for them. For warehouses, it's very stressful. It's stressful for warehouse staff to look out and see trucks waiting in the yard. Imagine driving into work, going to the warehouse, and seeing 50 trucks lined up. Now, the first thing that would pop in your head is probably, I better not make eye contact with any of these drivers. And then the second thing that would pop into your mind is, it's going to be a rough day. And that's exactly the situation that we had with one of our clients. Now, there are other issues related to truck wait times, from environmental concerns to detention fees to safety issues for drivers, and even challenges related to staff and load planning. So when drivers have to wait, it's not good for anybody. But I have some good news. And that good news is we're solving this problem. And the way we're solving this problem is by having carriers book directly with warehouses. The carriers like it because it allows them to avoid that annoying back and forth of emailing and calling. And the warehouses like it because it allows them to operate in a much more organized and orderly fashion. So how does it work? Opendock has two parts. The first part is a warehouse interface. That's where warehouse staff can track and monitor all of their appointments. Then the other part is a booking interface, and that's where the carriers and brokers can go to book appointments. So let's take a look at what the warehouse sees. So your warehouse clerical staff would be in this all day long. They would be making appointments, changing appointments, canceling appointments, updating statuses, and more. I'm going to go ahead and update a status for one of these appointments. You simply roll over the status icon. You pick a new status. So in this demo, we've set up a couple different statuses, but you can set up any that you like. Arrived, complete, no-show, or any others that you would like. When you update a status, or when you change anything about an appointment, a date, a time, PO number, it creates an audit log record. So you have this complete history for everything that happened to that appointment. And that comes in handy in a couple instances. Like, for example, if you have a detention fee claim, you can go to the audit log and see exactly when the status changed from one to another. You'll also notice that this calendar says inbound shipments. So this is just one way to set up the system. In this case, we have an inbound calendar and an outbound calendar. And so when the trucks would come in, they would be assigned a dock at that time. But other clients set it up such that every dock door has its own schedule. So the system is very flexible and configurable. You'll also notice that there is a drop-down over here. And this demo has 2 locations. But the system can accommodate 20, 50, 100 or more locations. It's very scalable. So let's flip over and take a look at the Phoenix location. OK, so now let's take a look at what the carriers and brokers see when they go to book. Now, all the warehouse has to do is tell their carrier, go to opendock.com, and that's how you book with us. And when they go to opendock.com, they go through a very brief registration process, takes about 2 minutes. They can log in, and they search for the warehouse they'd like to book with. So in this case, I'm going to search for Booth Beverage. And I see that it has a Chicago and a Phoenix location. I'm going to book with the Chicago location, so I click on the Schedule button. This opens up the booking page for that particular warehouse. It's mobile responsive, so it can be done on a mobile phone or tablet. And let's go through the process of booking. So I click Book an Appointment. And the next step is I select the load type. Load types can be configured by account. This is just one example of how they can be configured. So I'm going to pick inbound dry goods. I'm going to select a date and time. And on this information screen, you'll notice that it prompts for a PO number. The system can be configured to prompt for any data element that you like. PO number, BOL, number of pallets, or any other information. So we're going to enter a PO number and finalize the appointment. And that's it, it's finalized. So it's all real time. So this appointment would then show immediately on the warehouse interface. So they would see that an appointment was booked. They would also get an appointment confirmation email as well, both to the carrier and to the warehouse. Now, if this carrier wanted to change an appointment or update an appointment or cancel an appointment, they would go back into the Opendock interface, click on My Appointments, and this is where they would be able to do that. So if they wanted to change this appointment, for example, click on the down arrow to expand it, and then they can make an adjustment here. So that's Opendock. Opendock is used by every major carrier and broker in the United States and many abroad. It has over 16,500 registered users, and over 500,000 appointments are booked every month through the platform. Oh, and that client I talked about, the one with the 50 trucks lined up, well, that problem has evaporated. Now, mornings at the warehouse are no longer chaotic, and everybody is a lot happier. If you'd like more information or to learn more about Opendock, visit us at opendock.com. Thank you.